In honor of Women's History Month, we've been talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And this morning, we are focusing on
every Friday during Women's History Month.
All month long, we've been celebrating Women's History Month by talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And this
my black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody move.
We are in a state of emergency.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
Everybody join in this melody. That's the only way we're gonna. Everybody singing this sweet refrain. Sing this melody till it gets in your brain. Well, I'm talking to you, Muslim, Christian, and the Hebrew. Anything to do, we got to unite, or else we are through. Everybody singing this sweet refrain. Sing this melody till it gets in your brain. Everybody singing this melody.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. President Trump has already had sit-downs with the wrong representatives of the black community. How about a real discussion with a true grassroots African American? Join and organize Operation Exodus Mississippi today, or become a supporter. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
about Terry frowning like that with her album? Guys' album
She
coming
thinks she's cute.
She thinks she's cute.
That's all I got to say.
She crew.
Terry thinks she's cute, huh?
Thanks, hon.
She came out with a different attitude after that.
Like no nothing to me. We did all
That's old school. Life has changed. I want the rest.
Wait, what was that? Mr. T did in Rocky. What was that? Rocky 3. Was it Rocky 3? Put them criminals on my face.
There we go. I don't have a lot to say. Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Rona.
I trust that feeling. Does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? Let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, Soul Sister Rona? Hey, Taalik. I'm the brother that did Mike Jackson in Tunica, Mississippi. Hey, now. Hello to Terry. Respect. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up.
Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Rona. It's Terry.
It's important for the black youth especially to know that we did have a history and that we did great things and that we had great people, and those things were not in the history books when I was in school. And what I'd like to be doing 5 years from now is attempting to rewrite the history books so that they'll know that.
Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
Do 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 do.
Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't
We are
nobody.
in a state of emergency.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
Rev G, no, listen up, bro. All jokes aside, right? Yo, Rev, I applaud you, my nigga, bro. Like, you really like say, yo, like, fuck all that shit, bro. I'm calling in and going to war and talking my shit. Nah, bro, listen up, bro. Yo, like, listen though. Like, he a real nigga, right? Bro,
right?
Bro, King Kong crazy. Won't do that. Leonard Honor won't do that, right? Feel me, yo, right? So if like Rev G like caught in just to like talk his shit and like, you know, and come at you, bro, hey man, yo, Rev a real one for that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked that he wanted to do that, but hey, he wanted to do it. I mean, we didn't have to do that. Just the fact that we would have this debate was to me enough for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that was enough for anybody to be like, you know, hell. I mean, that was a treat in itself. But
hardcore.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey man. So hardcore.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, speaking of debates, Mr. Derell, you know, it'd be a nice idea to have that Operation Exodus Mississippi guy on so that people could debate his philosophies and his ideas on that.
Is that Dr. Rogue?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it's not. I thought that was him. Yeah, you know what? I actually emailed I emailed Angel Up and Up. I saw his show last week, man, and I was supposed to actually get him on this weekend, but I kind of missed out on that. I'm gonna actually email him. He up for debate. He always up for that.
Okay, because I've been, you know.
You want to debate?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I really want to ask questions, though, but it'll turn into a debate. And you talk about some excitement. That'll be some excitement. But I'm sure that he'll turn it down.
Okay. Oh, no. I don't think he's going to turn it down. I think he's going to do it.
Now, trust me, my man's been running for the last few years because he doesn't like answering questions. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, he doesn't like answering questions. That's why I'm coming here. Because I'm banned from his so-called channels.
Oh, you banned him?
Yeah, because he doesn't like the questions I ask.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I take my man to task about the merits of this so-called Mississippi campaign that he can't explain.
Now, my thing is this, man. I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to the parameters of executing the Mississippi campaign, he ain't no different from Conscious Energy. He don't have you want all these black people to go to Mississippi. We ain't got no infrastructure, no businesses. Of all states, Mississippi, the most racist state of them all. But it got the most black people. It has the highest percentage of black people. So I understand why he would say that. But black people in Mississippi are doing horrible.
Right. And the funny part is he said he is not moving to Mississippi at all. That's the funny part about it.
Oh, hey, Queen. Oh, shit. Hey, lovely looking. Beautiful. How you doing?
He's not moving to Mississippi at all. That's the fun.
Yeah. All right, baby. You be good. Oh, wow. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all talk about Stargate. You're talking about Stargate when I got Uppy to come up and give some eye candy to to the platform.
That's some powerful weave right there. God damn.
No. That's her real hair. That's her real hair.
Oh, that's
real weave. No, that's real, baby. I know. That's all real. She all natural. Okay. Ain't nothing fake about her. Nothing at all, man.
All right.
Wow.
Cool. Oh, she left.
Yeah. It's just wanted to come in and say hey to everybody.
Yeah, but my man, you know, he says he's not moving to Mississippi, which to me tells me that if the thing is so good and you don't want to move there, it can't be too good.
Yeah.
It's the same way when you got that other crew, they call themselves the BAIO, and they claim that they're trying to move to Africa. They've been saying that for the last, 5-10 years.
And then the BAIO, let me tell you something about the BO. What is the BAIO?
Yeah.
The BAIO been talking shit about infrastructure in Africa for the longest. And matter of fact, I remember guys, I forgot the guy name. Have you ever heard of Dinah Samir?
Yeah, he knows me.
BAIO, the BAIO used to go on Dinah Samir back in 16 and 17. They used to interview with him a lot, talking about infrastructure and doing this and doing that. And they haven't built a goddamn thing.
Yep, that Holip guy and Kayla Genesis, there are more people who don't like answering questions. They give you disrespect and everything when you just ask the basic question is like, when are you moving? They claim to be professionals and they have money, but then when you ask them, when are you moving to Africa? Oh, as soon as I get some money. They're not moving.
They ain't got no money, that's why. Because they don't have answers. See, that's the problem, man. Like, you guys are coming up with these idealistic ass, infamous ass mindsets, grandiose things that you want to do, and you don't even have a framework in how you're going to execute that plan. And to be honest with you, black folks are not looking for cross the T's and dot your I's. We just want to know the basic shit about it. Just basic steps. We ain't asking for every minute process. We just want to know, give us a roundabout summary of the plan.
Right, something that's gonna make us want to get involved, you know?
Exactly. But you can't even give them that. So why should anybody want to invest in something or make a life-changing move with uncertainty? Because that's what you're asking people to do. You're asking people to make a life-changing decision with no certainties.
Right, that's the key. That's the key thing you said, life-changing.
Life-changing? And hey, I'm all for black people doing life-changing shit that's going to benefit us. But you have no certainties. You have no securities. You have no infrastructure. You have no businesses. You have no contacts in Africa from a business or governmental standpoint. So you're asking people to basically almost commit suicide.
Right. And most importantly, these people aren't even making the move to set the example.
Exactly. Man, if they had a project, let's say they had a 100 building project in Africa with roads and little stores, that would be something to be like, okay, wow, we got something to go to. These Negroes ain't got nothing. They got no housing. They got no vehicles, no means of making. They just want people to, we going to Ghana.
Right.
We all just gonna go all together and live in on a fucking fucking area secluded from everybody else.
Right, and I keep telling them,
I
said, there's no African country, no leader is going to just give some free land and allow you to set up shop, a nation in their country, just like that. It doesn't matter how poor the country is. They're not just going to give away land like that and let you set up a nation within their nation, unless you pay taxes. So, but this is the thing. This is the same thing with the Mississippi campaign. It's just like other things that go on out here where people make big claims and they say we want people to be free, but yet they don't know if people they say, okay, you might be comfortable in your living. They might be.
What people got to understand when you're dealing with black folks, and to me, to be honest with you, it ain't easy to fool black. It ain't hard to fool black people. But the problem is black people have been fooled so often, we don't know who to believe.
Right.
All you have to do is show some truth to something working, and black people are going to be willing to do it. These fools don't even provide this. Let me an issue with them. This guy coming out talking about we should join the Mississippi campaign, right? I asked him questions. Is this an organization or religion? He didn't want to answer. How many members do you have? You don't even have no members. No members. You have no people that you. We just talk to people, and if they want to come, they can come. If they don't, they don't. So, dude, you have no consistent following that we can draw from.
Right.
Like, if you had 50 people that joined, 25 people, 100 people, you have no consistency with integrating with interacting with other people to make this reality.
Right. You got to do
so
something.
Why should me, somebody in Texas, I don't know, you sound like you from the East Coast or the East Coast?
Yeah.
You're from New York. Why would you uproot yourself from New York to Mississippi without they're not providing anything for you?
Right.
But you want me to give my money, which I don't mind doing. I don't mind investing my money into something. But you haven't provided anything worthwhile for me to even take that risk. It's no different from me going to Vegas and gambling.
That's right.
You know,
and the funny part is the guy is originally from Mississippi. So that's the funny part. So he escaped Mississippi to go to the St. Louis area because nothing's happening in Mississippi.
But you want
other people to go back, and you're not going back.
So my thing is this. What I can say is this, man. I did my research on Jackson, Mississippi. Man, Jackson, Mississippi, huh?
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, man. In about 8 to 10 years, Jackson, Mississippi may be the next Atlanta. That's how, as far as black, it has a majority. It's a majority black city. There are a lot of black people moving to Jackson, Mississippi, and they're starting businesses. It's starting to become another Atlanta. Now, Jackson, Mississippi has some hope. Now, as far as the rest of the state, all the other shit he talking about, I don't know about all that. Now, if he told me we should develop a base in Jackson, Mississippi, I'd be on that. Just like that. Remember that those 18 families in Alabama, they bought like 100 acres of land.
Oh, okay.
So I think something like that. They've done that. They trying to create a whole little subdivision, a little sub city area.
Okay, see now, but at least they actually put something on the table.
Yeah, they put money. They actually bought the land. Now all they're doing right now is trying to get the water pipe, the water work, and all that different stuff. That's their next step. But they bought the land.
Okay.
They bought the land. Yeah.
Now you got one guy in the city, they bought land that's making moves. That's something you can follow. But now you got a guy who is not putting up money, not putting up time, not putting up his body, but he wants you to go out there because he's repeated this over and over again. He said, you go out and make it happen. I'm too old for this. I'm not doing this. You do it. But it's your idea.
Man, it's your idea. My thing is, see, this is the problem, man. It's the wrong people. The people who should be doing these type of things are people that they won't listen to. Like, let me give you an example. Let's say I stated, man, I want to create mental health facilities to provide for black kids so that they don't have to get put on medication. Let's say I wanted to do a black mental health agency for every major city, right? Where I can train. Not only do I train, not only will I provide services for black people, for an affordable rate. I'm talking medication, counseling, therapy, interact, all the services. But I'm also going to train social workers, therapists, psychologists, substance abuse counselors, psychiatrists. Now, let's say I did that, right? And I got one facility. Say I use my own facility, and I try to open up in multiple cities. And I say I need community donations. This is going to be the black-owned hospital, black-owned this and that. They would not follow me. They would not listen to me, man. They wouldn't do it. But they'll take a fool to come out there talking loud, talking crazy. They'll listen to that shit, or they'll give that attention more than they would give a person that's already proven to be successful in the area. They'll try to ask me all kind of dumb questions, try to, vet me to death. And before you know it, I don't have the energy to do it. I'm just being honest.
Right. See, but you got, when it comes to black people, there are people who know how to sell something without something. Then there are people who have something, they don't know how to sell it. Just like, I hate to say it, but a lot of black businesses, there are people out there who will start a business, but they don't have any marketing, advertising skills.
Hey, brother up and up in here right now, man. He hearing you talk like that.
Yeah, he's always lurking around, but he never wants to take live questions because he's too afraid. How are you going to be trying to lead people somewhere? Now, he'll say he's not a leader, but you want to lead people someplace, but yet you're too afraid to address the crowd.
Come up, brother up and up. Come up and talk to us. Have a discussion.
I mean, strong leaders that want to get free, how are you going to tell people to get free if you're too afraid of the public? Right. It's just questions. That's all. So he says you let the troll exploit you. You don't care nothing about you. You come up and speak for yourself. See, people call people trolls because they disagree or they can't refute what people say.
Right.
But you got the floor. The time.
Man, I'm gonna tell you the biggest problem with brother up and up with, and I think that this is where he's going wrong with. You can't be on the internet that makes up a lot of different pro-black organizations and religious organizations, along with people who practice certain types of religion and certain types of, spiritual concepts, and tell all of them you wrong. You should not believe in none of that mess, but you should follow me. You're offending people. Number one, whatever they believe in shouldn't even matter. It don't matter if you are a Hebrew Israelite and I'm a Christian. This is about black people. No matter, we should have the right to practice whatever we want to. Why should we just let that go do this and come follow me and I don't believe in nothing, all that mess, the Nation of Islam? Bro, you can't go up in here offending the very people you trying to bring into your organization.
Right. So that sounds like a cult type of situation,
Exactly. And that's what I told him. I said, man, y'all sound like a cult. Yeah, another thing, man, him and that lady, sister something, when I let them talk, man, they was trying to tell me on my platform, you need to listen to us and let us talk. We trying to tell you something. I'm like, excuse me, this my shit. What the fuck y'all? Like, now I was like, I like brother up and up, but I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all talk down on the black community about what they believe in, and he know that.
Now, I'll tell you this. Okay.
No, go ahead, because he knows that. I'm like, man, you shouldn't be talking bad about these people.
I told the guy before. I said you're a good speaker because you came from the Nation of Islam. They teach people how to speak. So he knows how to excite the senses. But after a while, people keep hearing the same thing. I've been locked up in the crazy house for 10 years. Hate Farrakhan. I want to get free. Mississippi campaign. After we keep hearing it over and over again with no action. When is the action going to take place?
We're the guest. Yeah, you were the guest, but I'm the host, and being the host has to have control and structure. I'm just not going to let people just say the hell they want to say. I do have hospitality. Come on, Angel up and up. You know better than that. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
He's being hospitable right now to me.
Stop,
if you look at his videos all over YouTube, you see what he does. He can't be friends with anybody. He always has to have a beef with somebody. He's supposed to go on Side Net's show, That's what he said. So I made a diss to him. So he made a diss video about him. Morris TV. He went on his show and he didn't be able to do what he wanted to do. So he made a diss video about him. Sister Noble was with that Nepal.
Yeah, Sister. I saw that.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
You know why? And I bet she tried to overtop Nepal, huh?
I think so.
That's exactly what she did. I know what she did.
And Angel Snupnup, he made a diss video on Nepal.
Why?
And because she disrespected him, she didn't let him speak. So he made an hour-long diss video.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it this thing about everybody supposed to let you speak just freely without them having control, man? You can't.
Right, you can't answer questions.
Yeah, you can't ask no questions. What he wants is somebody to put them on a platform and have a monologue for an hour, and you don't say nothing but just listen to them preach. That's not even good video. That's not even. They don't even constitute a good show. To allow
you're supposed to ask questions.
And I don't say nothing. You're supposed to ask questions and stop, and they won't worry. They'll say, you see, the Nation of Islam, they taught you this, that shit don't matter, they ain't do nothing. And then the Hebrew Israelite and Jeremiah Yarkin and the Wapians, and then, you know, the Moors, they ain't do this, and those people saying crap, they don't do this, and then people believe in Jesus, and then you believe it. Like, stop, man. You offending everybody that's watching you right now.
Right, let me tell you this.
And I respect our religions. But go ahead.
I was the first one to interview Sister Noble before that Nepal jumped on. This guy said he was supposed to come on my show to be interviewed and explain his Mississippi campaign. He said he was coming on. He lied to me. He never did. he kept running. No, he really did. He lied. He never came on because he's afraid. He knows I'm going to ask the hardcore questions because I'm not letting anybody escape without asking the pertinent questions.
The real questions.
So that's why he keeps running and creating a fake beef and acting as if we have a problem because he does not want me asking questions. That's why he won't come on now, because he knows I'm going to ask questions, and when he can't answer them, he's going to look stupid in front of the people. That's the problem.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
All I can say is that I'm gonna email him because he'll come up, man.
He's saying right now, remove me. That's what he's saying. He'll come on, get me out of here.
He's been on here twice, and to be honest with you, I should have had Angel up and up on here every week. To be honest with you, because
even if he doesn't answer my questions, I want him to answer your people's questions.
I'm gonna say this. The first interview we had, people didn't really get him. They didn't understand where he was coming from. But that second he came on, they was all in that shit. The second interview, they was all in it, man. And so I hadn't brought him on since. I come over there and he posted my stuff. He had some reviews on me. I mean, we good, man. We cordial. I mean, I love to have debates and you know.
He doesn't. He likes to say he has, like he says right now. I came on his platform. He said he smashed me. We never had it. The one impromptu debate we had, he got destroyed because he can't deal with me. Nobody ever beats me in a debate. That's number one. I don't care who you are. So he can't. He knows that. That's why he fears me. But he has stage fright, which you can't. If you're trying to lead people someplace, you gotta be brave. You can't be a scaredy cat, man. You got to be brave.
Right.
You know what I mean? So how are you going to have an Operation Exodus and you can't articulate it to the people? Now, there's another guy. There's another guy, Maurice Muhammad. He has his Mississippi initiative. He came on.
Right.
He articulated it to the people. And everybody, his first appearance on my show, he looked horrible. But he was brave enough to come back. He explained his Mississippi initiative. People say, okay, now I'm with you. I'm with you, Muhammad. Instead of this guy Snupnup explaining his, he's trying to ride the coattails of Muhammad's actual physical efforts and trying to combine it and acting like whatever Muhammad does, that's what he's doing, even though their philosophies are different on the whole matter. You know, because Muhammad is black first. Angel Snupnup, he said, Now, here's what he said. He said he's for freedom, justice, and equality for all people. All, not black. All. So that negates any Mississippi campaign need. If you're for all people, you might as well stay here, leave it as it is. And that's what he's doing, because he's never going to do this Mississippi campaign.
Now, to be honest with you, looking at it from a strategic standpoint, if that was a state that I would choose to want to have, if black people were given one state, Mississippi would be high on the list. I'm going to be honest with you. It would have to be a southern state, but that has good farmland. And Mississippi has a lot of good farmland. And they got some resources. Mississippi would be a state that I would choose. In all actually, it ain't a bad choice.
Right.
The problem with Mississippi is the people, the backwards thinking, the racist people you got to deal with, the backwards thought. I mean, it's a lot of it's a lot of stuff that we would have to go through that you probably would not have to deal with in other states.
Right.
But it does now. As far as farmland, the cheapness to start a business and starting off small, and to me, Mississippi is a state where you can start a business with nothing and build it up.
Right.
I mean, so it makes sense. It's cost effective. It's near the Gulf of Mexico. They got oil in the south of it. You got good farmland. You got some other minerals and resources and so forth. I mean, it's not a bad state.
Right, lower population.
It got a low population, but a low standard of living.
Right. So, I mean, like I told him, I said it's a good idea, but he had a 3-year anniversary of it. I'm like, okay, well, it's been 3 years, but I mean, the only thing that's been happening so far is you still announcing it. I mean, get to it. If I start something, if I say, you know what, people, I got something great. You go there, it's going to change your life. And I say, you go there, I'll meet you there in 10 years. That's not going to sound good. But if you see me packing my bags and getting out of there right now, you're going to be like, oh, shit, I got to see what this is all about because he's going there.
Put your own money into it, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was actually thinking about doing a project, an all-black type of project, but I don't know if I want to, at this point in my career, do I want to extend the energy that it's going to take to do it? You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a lot of energy.
Right.
I want to give a shout out to Muslim for the $10 cash out. Appreciate that. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, yeah. See, my man keeps saying remove the so-called troll. See, this is what I keep trying to do with this guy. I'm trying to get this guy to be brave. If you can't face, he calls me faceless trash. And what he'll tell everybody they're sewer rats and losers. And I guarantee you, you disagree with him or say something he doesn't like, he'll make diss videos about you. He already sneak dissed you already in a few videos. So, yeah, so he's gonna do all out. He's gonna go all out. So I keep trying to get this guy to be brave to erase his fears. But see, when you don't want to arrest your fears, then what you're really trying to do is you're trying to let it be known that you don't plan on doing anything with this Mississippi campaign. People who are serious, they're not gonna wait 3 years from conception to getting busy. Once you come up with the concept, you start getting busy.
What I'm going to say to this, man, the best way, man, if you're going to do something like that, you got to show you're financially vested in it. Like, you got to show that you got something. It don't have to be grand. It don't have to be huge. But you got to just show you doing something. Something is functional for black people to give their money. All you have to show is something that's functional. It don't even have to matter the quality that it's operating, but is it functional? Because black people are willing to take a chance on something functional.
Right.
As far as them giving it money. But if you ain't got shit and you try to do all that, there's gonna be a problem.
Now I say this, between the Mississippi campaign, are you listening, Angel? Between the Mississippi campaign and the BAIO, obviously the Mississippi campaign is something black people would be more willing to do because we're not going to no Africa, some strange land with some strange wildlife.
Yeah, my thing with this, man, like going to Africa is not a bad thing, but my thing is this, man. Same thing in Africa, man. And I talked about this. I have an African channel called Burkina Faso Cassine TV. And that's, I looked up my actual African ancestry, and I got a show that talks about African issues, particularly in Burkina Faso and on the continent. But my thing is that if I'm trying to do a repatriate back to Africa, I need to already have something in place. So when people come there, they have something to look forward to and they can transition. People are not willing to already take the risk of going from a first world country, the top of the world, to going to something that's at the bottom of the world. That's too big of a change in lifestyle, and don't know what the hell I'm gonna eat.
I always tell people living in projects in this country is better than living in middle class in Africa.
Man, no, forget upper middle class.
Oh shit!
Man, really, if you look at the flats, like say in England, a flat, I've seen a flat in England is like the standard. A 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 500 to 600 square foot. Man, I've seen people that got Section 8 housing living in a 5 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 bathroom house. Come on, man. It ain't even. Come on, man. They got people that got $1,600 Section 8 voucher living like they're in an upper middle class level.
The Africans can't even build a paved road yet with lines on.
They don't have the money. I mean, now what Africa? I'm gonna tell you this, man. All African countries have to do is offer us citizenship, offer us free citizenship, and allow us to use our money in a manner that we can make sure that the rules and the laws and so forth can be in a way that we can invest and make money, and we'll be willing to do it. You have to make it economically valuable for us to do it. But you have to give us citizenship. You have to allow us to have some type of governmental influence so that we can make the money and then develop the country.
But to see the population of whatever country, they're not going to go for that.
Exactly. So my thing is, I don't want to hear this stuff about y'all. We should come to Africa and invest. Yes, we should. There's a lot of opportunities there. And Africa has a young population. They have over 200 million people between the ages of 15 and 29. It's a young population. 20 billion people. You have a young workforce. The standard of living is very low, and the American dollar goes tenfold.
Shit, there ain't no standard of living.
Huh?
There ain't no standard of living.
No, I mean, that's certain. Like Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, they have decent.
Yeah, but South Africa, I dismiss South Africa because that's a white structure.
Yeah, no, but there's certain countries, but you got something to work with.
So you see this guy saying he's going to lie tomorrow. See, he'll go live tomorrow and talk behind your back, but when you're right here, my man ain't got nothing to say.
Hey, man, that's how he operate. What's up, we on lock?
Bummed. Just bummed.
Why are you bummed?
Well, as I stated before, Rome was...
So I was just happening to have a quick fangirl moment. Like, seriously.
I've heard him before. I mean, he came in a couple times, like months ago, I think, or over a month ago. And I know when Angel Up and Up first began doing interviews with me, he kind of showed up and was in the chat a little bit. So I guess that's more of in the pro-black sector. The more like really into the pro-black sector. So I didn't know he and Angel Up and Up have had some back and forths and so forth. So he kind of wanted to highlight that. So that was pretty cool. But I've heard of him before.
Yeah. No, I just thought that was really, really cool. You got the heavy hitters coming through. Let me find out.
So,
and Will did a great job. Don't beat yourself up. You showed up. So, there are a lot of people who have, scheduled.
Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.